was great to see the reactions from the GMs when they noticed the time as well in the stadium. Xavier Worthy stamped his name in the Combine record books. 40-yard dash, 4.21, the official time. Goes down as the fastest, really, since John Ross did it in 2017. Here we go. 4.22 was the number, and then the official one came in at 4.21 with Xavier Worthy. Awesome. It was electric, but there are other moments from the weekend that we want to hype up as well. Peter, where do you take us?
First of all, I'm a Stanford route guy. I remember when Stanford route ran his 40, and everyone was like, what? Yeah. And all those guys have since surpassed him. But when Stanford route ran his, it was like, whoa, here we are. The Combine has arrived. Okay, there is nothing to piss football people off more out there than showing what I'm about to show. I've gotten so much negative feedback for posting this video.
Really? Let's go.
Joe Milton threw a ball 70 yards, and it is the most offensive thing to all football guys out there.
Explain why.
Okay, he can't throw the broadside of a barn. He can't hit a screen pass. What is this? What is this? Is the All-Star game. This is the dunk contest. This is my video, all right, that I sent from Lance Zierlein because I saw this up front, and I said, Lance, give me that video right here. This thing was insane. He's throwing the ball 70 yards in the sky, and I'll tell you this, it upsets quarterback purists. It upsets football people because you'll never get time to do a crow hop and just throw as far as you can. But it also helped get Josh Allen drafted a couple years back. I remember when he did this at the Combine. It's helped Justin Herbert really wow people with just the sheer arm strength. And yes, Kyle Bowler and Jamarcus Russell are on that list as well. Joe Milton, his story, we had him on the show here as a guest in studio, jumping school to school and never really found the huge success at Tennessee or Michigan yet. A physical presence. He comes in here. He's 6'6". He throws the ball 70 yards. You better believe there is a quarterback's coach somewhere who's like, give me that. I'll make the most of it. And I don't want to take away from that throw. So all you skeptics and cynics, take a seat. It was fun. It was great. And it was absolutely awesome seeing him throw the ball 70 yards in the sky.
You can't say that without people being triggered.
It's crazy. Football Twitter does not love seeing a guy just throw the ball far. We do, but like the purists.
What are we doing here? We're showing off our physical skills.
The purists see it as an insult to like precision passing and what really.
Come on, guys. It's football. Let's have a little bit of fun with it.
Let's go.
To that point, I like the Combine freaks. I like the legends. I just like, listen, we could run down the list of Mamulas and all that. Like, we got another one. All right, Penn State edge rusher Chop Robinson. Right, just roll the video of Chop. Now, you might be thinking Chop is a karate chop. No. Initially, as a kid, pork chop. Then they shortened it to Chop. Now it's Chop Robinson. Now here's the deal. I mentioned Combine freaks. There are only 2 players in Combine history to fit this criteria. 250 pounds or more, 10.5 broad jump, sub 4.5 40. The other person is maybe the greatest Combine freak of all time. Bring up the list. Bring it up. Bring up the side-by-side. Chop Robinson and Vernon Davis.
Wow.
Here we go. Guys, that's the list. That's the full list. 2 guys ever to fit that. 250 plus pounds, look, they're the exact same weight, sub 4.5 40 and 10.5, 10.8 broad jump or more. Those are the guys. Vernon Davis, based on his Combine performance, was given an Under Armour campaign, and when Under Armour was coming and blowing up, and it was click, clack, I think you hear us coming. Remember that?
Click, clack.
That was based, and this is not some Combine freak who heads up to nothing. As we know, Vernon Davis went on a 12-year career, very productive, very different teams. Chop Robinson now has put the physical skills on the table. He did the Vernon Davis thing. He plays defense, though, as an edge rusher, even a more desirable position. I love it now. Put him on the list of Combine freaks. We love them. Mamula welcomes you. Vernon Davis. Peter, who am I missing in Combine freaks?
Vernon Golston was a pro day.
Golston was amazing.
That was when he did
Oh,
his
my
job.
God. Golston's a great call. But, guys, Chop Robinson, not pork chop, just Chop. That's
Chop.
what they want. And I like
Slimmed up.
That's right.
The names out of this year's Combine, too, are fantastic.
Right.
Chop Robinson's a great name. Rome Odunze stood out once again to me. And I'll just retell the story that Peter touched on before. Because Stacey Dales and I, we were assigned to be on the field all day. And we see Rome down here by himself. We're setting up to do our final wrap-up of the day. Why are we wrapping up? There's somebody still doing a drill. So we walk down there. Rome is sitting on the ground. We say, Rome, what are you doing? I got 6'6". I keep knocking this cone over. It's driving me crazy. I want to get sub 6'6". He does this drill 6 times. Now, again, he had 1 acceptable time. But the problem is at the end of this, he keeps knocking a cone over, which is why he stops the drill. And he tries it a 4th, 5th, and a 6th time. We were flabbergasted, really, at the dedication at this point. But I'll tell the side story and what amazed me was the bookend of this. This is the video that Stacey had at the very end. I started the day on the broadcast telling this story about Rome from last season, where he punctured a lung and fractured a rib in a game at Arizona. Team had to go back to Seattle, leave him there hospitalized. Doctors say you can't fly for 2 weeks. He said that's unacceptable. Gets in a car and drives 22 hours, 1,500 miles from Tucson back to Seattle, and is playing 10 days later, practicing catching balls 6 days later. So if you think that this guy was just sitting on the ground, like, can't wait for the cameras to catch me, I hope those 2 reporters down there come and see what I'm doing. No, 22 hours in a car after fracturing his rib and puncturing a lung. Same kid. That was in September, and that was on Saturday. I think it was pretty in line with his personality.
I love that, and he's competing out there in every single drill, giving his all, and you could see it kind of paying off. I'm watching Michael Penix in this past week, and then you watch him in the playoff game. He's throwing the ball all around the field, and you see, all right, he's not amongst the top at the quarterback board. And I wanted to see him go out there and throw the ball, and all you heard was DJ say, he can really spin it, talking about the spirals. And this was the video, and you just mentioned Odunze, 22 hours in the car. I'm looking at Michael Penix, got the purple do-rag on, and I look a little closer, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
you know what? I'm wild about Peter Schrager. He spent about 22 hours in the airport last week, going back and forth from New York City to Indianapolis, and he was there at the combine for all the drills, but he was also sitting in his seat at the table all last week, or he was doing it on remote. And you know what? Here we are Monday morning, and Peter Schrager is back in his seat again, 22 hours in the airport, and you're here. So I was wowed by your performance.
Jason, tell them what I got you on Wednesday's show, what I came bringing.
Such a caring individual. He's going back and forth to the airport. He brings in a T-shirt for me, one for Colleen Wolfe. Now, T-shirt was amazing. The only issue is the T-shirt was big enough to fit Colleen. So when I put it on, it didn't quite fit me. It was a little small,
I got them
so it got me a women's
Indianapolis
large.
airport that were just lovely. Just said,
lovely.
Visit Indiana,
Purple.
but his was like a woman's XS. Not great.
You couldn't make it to the Hard Rock Cafe?
No.
That's usually your spot.
That's usually where I get you. I get a nice pin. Yeah.